your hips feel stiff or painful when you wake up in the morning? Do they feel like cement blocks when you go to try to stand up and move around? You are not alone, but there is good news. Just a few minutes of the right exercises can actually make such a big difference in how your hips feel. In today's video, as a physical therapist, I am showing you 3 of my favorite hip mobility exercises to get you feeling more limber in the morning. Let's get started. For this first exercise, grab a pillow, fold it in half, and then place it in between your knees, just like this. Now, focus on squeezing the pillow gently. Hold for a count of 3 and then relax. Squeeze the pillow for a count of 1, 2, 3 and then relax. What this is doing is activating the inner thighs, as the groin inner thigh muscles can commonly become tight if you're dealing with hip arthritis or just dealing with general hip stiffness. So if we can warm those up, that can help to loosen up the hip joint. Gentle squeeze and then relax. One thing you do want to make sure, if you can keep your knees in line with your ankles as you do this, you don't want to squeeze with your knees inside of your ankles. So keep them in line as you do the gentle squeeze and then relax. Aim for about 8 to 10 repetitions here. Next, I like to call this one the hula hoop, and I love this exercise because it works the hips in many different directions. Stand with your feet slightly outside of shoulder width and draw a circle with your hips, or imagine you have a hula hoop around your waist. Nice, slow, and controlled, but you're sitting your hips back and then bringing them forwards, just like this. And then I'll show you from this side, bringing your hips forward and then sitting them back. This helps to stretch out the glutes, the fronts of the hips, the backs of your legs. Try for 8 to 10 circles one way, and then you'll switch directions and aim for the same there. You can make this as big as you'd like to, or you can keep the circles small depending on how you're feeling. But if you start small, you might notice that after a few repetitions, you can really start to increase the size of those circles. This last exercise is a standing kickback. You can use the headboard, you can use the wall for support. Start on one side, so I'm starting on my right. Drive your heel back while you keep your legs straight. The idea of this exercise is to activate the glutes. So the glutes play a large role in how your hips feel. If we can get some blood flow to those muscles and get those muscles activated, that can help to set you up for success throughout the day. Think about using these glute muscles to pull your leg back. Notice my back is not moving. I'm simply just taking my leg back as far as feels comfortable. 10 to 12 repetitions on one side, and then you will switch and repeat the same thing on the other side. Nice, slow, and controlled, really focusing on squeezing those glutes. And that's it. These 3 exercises only take a few minutes, and they can really help to loosen up your hips to make walking and getting around the house feel so much easier. If you'd love more tips and tricks just like this on how to help your body feel better, every week I send out a newsletter that gives you exercise ideas, different remedies, and different strategies you can use to help your joints feel good again. It's totally free, and you can click the link down in the description below to sign up. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.